So, why did girl run away?
She was drawn to that place, to the tree. I think she hears echoes. She can communicate with them. Maybe even control them.
Maybe that's how girl found her.
After whatever happened in that place happened, the echoes went away, and Ophelia's brain fog just dissolved. As for, the giant squid, it's connected to the tree.
The whispering tree.
Which is absorbing echoes?
Absorbing disinformation. That's what the squids do. They eat echoes, like...
Moderators. Like your meme.
Right. The squids serve the Tree of Tongues, somehow, and I've been fighting them. The tree was the source of the proto-language, which became echoes. And now the tree is pulling the echoes back.
Why?
Because someone made this happen. In that place. Inside the ashes. They used the tree to create disinformation. Echoes against its will.
Ugh, this shit's giving me a headache. Head echo?
I'm as much in the dark as you are, Sai. Squids, trees, echoes. It's all a giant mystery.
You think that place is where the signal originated?
The disorder.
The broadcast.
We're arguing over terminology now.
This could be where it originated.
It lines up with the conspiracy theories.
Justice facility.
Right smack in the middle of America. And now the place is just deserted.
Oh, and those creatures.
I know this is hard to believe,
No,
but I
believe you.
Of course.
We all do. We can't see what you see, obviously, but there's no question about it. It's real. And Eli found what he was looking for. Point for destiny, I guess.
I don't know what to do with this new information, or what any of it means, but
We keep it to ourselves.
Or we sell it to Nova Scotia.
that decision lies with Pax. This feels personal. It doesn't change our mission. We're due in Chicago in a couple of days.
What about, new girl? How do we handle that one?
Maybe talk to them.
What was that place, kid? The source of the signal. An experiment. But for what purpose? And who was that woman in the vision? She spoke to us like she knew me. Like she was... No, that wasn't real. It was the echoes. My mind playing tricks on me based on what Jacob told us. But what led us here? Was it our choice? Pure chance? Or were we called? A series of events are pulling me, us, towards a singular end. Free will, destiny, entropy, the why of it doesn't really matter. And ultimately, it's all drawing us toward Nova Scotia. At the end of the day, that's our destination. And it's not just about the money anymore. Oh, you don't agree, kid? I don't know what it means when you kick and yell at me. He would know. Language is his thing. You can yell at your dad, he'll figure out what you want. I know he's waiting for us, but I don't know where our road's taking us, kid. Not yet. You might have to teach me how to listen.
Whoa, you actually fought the Loyalists?
Yeah, down in New Mexico in 2018. Or 19.
Want these, Ziggy? For gaming?
I'm more of a digital gamer, but these are cool. I'm sure we can rig up some road trip game with these.
Aren't those from my hotel? And now you're giving them away right in front of my goddamn face? You ballsy motherfucker you are.
Well, that means you've earned his respect.
Hey,
Can I help you?
That's a bit hostile.
how's your eye?
Oh, it's fine. Look, it's fine. Soul's hooch did the job. Yeah, cleaned off the grime and every microorganism known to science. But I mean, yeah, it is definitely on its last days, so I'll need a new one soon. Because without an artificial eye, I'm pretty fucking blind. My good eye is not. And no, I am not wearing glasses. You're hostile, and she is interrupting.
Bonding over moonshine?
Hey, this isn't moonshine, sister. This is primo hooch. The carefully crafted fruits of years of labor. And the only bottle I was able to rescue from the yellow brick road before it went boom.
Well put, little buddy.
Little Z.
It's okay, I call her Speedy. She calls me Bilbo. We're on the same wavelength, Z and me.
Not chatting with your boyfriend tonight?
My boy, are you trying to piss me off? Right, of course you're trying to piss me off. It's not gonna work. O's cool, I'm not jealous. They're reconnecting after more than a decade. They need alone time.
Lost siblings reunited. That should resonate with you guys.
How so?
Oh, wait, aren't you two, Oh, I get it.
Try not to drink too much. I don't want to clean up a mess.
Yeah, down in New Mexico in 2018. Or 19.
Anything in here?
You don't remember Mr. Garvey? He could never remember anyone's name, so we messed with him, made up new ones.
You all had enough dinner?
We had plenty. Hey, thanks again for everything. Without
Team
you,
effort, kid. Mixed with a lot of luck.
I knew I'd find O eventually. Just not now. Not here.
You knew?
Never doubted it for a second.
Oh. She's happy for us.
She looks happy. She likes you a lot.
She likes you guys. You do have one big thing in common. You're anomals, but not like us. You were...
Made by justice. Maybe that's it. But I bet it's mostly because girl likes O.
And you? She likes you, Eli.
Most people like me. I don't know why.
Because you're a nice guy, you idiot.
She likes you. She trusts you.
But I don't have any experience with kids. Except being a kid.
Oh, Philia, did you come across the bionic apes before?
Not until you arrived.
So they showed up around the time we came there, and then they helped us?
First they fought us.
Because we fought them. But you're right, Eli. It was only after we, communicated with the giant squid.
The squid told them to help us?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's okay. It was a confusing place. I don't remember ever being a kid.
Don't worry about that. There's still time. It's never too late to be a kid.
How long were you in that place, Ophelia?
I don't know. I don't remember much from before. I remember Eli. I remember the school. But only broken pieces from the years between. It's like seeing myself in a shattered mirror. 1,000 reflections staring back, but I don't really know who that person is. The tree pulled me to the ashes. I dreamed of it. It sang to me. It took me many years to find it. But I don't know how long I was there before Girl found me. Weeks? Months? I have no idea, Pax. Sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for, O. I'm just glad we found you.
But I'm a grown-up.
Doesn't matter. We decide for ourselves who we want to be. Tell you what, tomorrow, we'll be kids again and do kid stuff.
Do you hear her voice in your head?
Not a voice. It's hard to explain. It's like a scent. She radiates joy, and I can smell it.
That's pretty weird, oh.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain. Like what?
I don't know. We'll make it up as we go.
Ugh, that sounds scary.
It's not. Trust me. As I was saying, that's when you changed yours to Ophelia.
Oh, my name is O.
First it was Ophelia, but I called you O, and that stuck.
No more short cons, no more scams. In for me. We hit the open road, high on blind hope. I'm bound from the gig grind. We leave it all behind.
Oh,
Oh, you think that's funny?
no.
That's not... Oh,
Thought you might want these. For next time you take your bike for a spin.
biker gloves? For me? These are nice packs. Way nicer than the stuff the riders had. It's great to have an extra pair. Thank you. Okay, so... That's not... Oh...
Yes?
When Girl ran away, it planted some doubts about my purpose as a caretaker. Especially since I didn't try to follow. I have to wonder if my recent awakening has diverted my focus or diminished my competence.
It's only natural to question who you are, what your role is, how you relate to other people. It's a sign that you're maturing. Turning more... I won't say human, because that's an insult. Turning into a thinking and feeling individual.
I don't see human as an insult, but it's also incorrect. I'm not, nor will I ever be, human. I'm a machine, built by humans, but I am self-aware and alive in a way. This gives me a greater responsibility, I think, towards other machines. Whatever made me into who I am today, it's significant, and something I need to share with my kind.
I don't think you owe anyone or the cosmos anything. You owe yourself whatever you can give yourself. Just live. Find meaning where you can. Enjoy it all while it's still here. Who knows? You might outlive all humans. You might end up being our legacy.
Unlikely. Eventually, my parts will wear out. Even if I outlive other humans. Who will repair me if I break down?
Other robots.
Only if I can control them and instruct them. I'm not sure humans will take kindly to me doing that.
Fuck them. I don't mind bowing down to our robot overlords. Can't be any worse than our current leaders.
I'll keep your sage advice in mind, Gnome.
See? Sage advice. This one knows.
I should check on the potatoes.
You have your moments. Though you won't see me bowing down to any overlords.
You say that now?
How's your head?
Haven't had any complaints.
No jokes. Please.
All healed up since Soul's little show. Ego bruised, but I'll survive. And I sleep like a baby, even without the pharmaceuticals.
Given any more thought to going home?
To Hong Kong and the Wicked Witch of the East? I don't know. I feel you and me... I'm not sure I want to just bail on a good thing. This is nice.
Where did the picnic blanket come from?
You'd be surprised what CT has stowed away on the bus. A prop for every occasion. You see a picnic blanket, you grab it by the tail and you hold on for dear life. Leaving already? Okay.
As far as Nova Scotia's concerned, it's a safe harbor for all.
Scoot over.
What up?
You guys have been talking a lot lately.
We chat.
Jinx.
Jinx.
It's what you say if... never mind. What's your point, Pax? Theo and I can't chat?
Why wouldn't we be able to chat?
Probably because Pax doesn't like it.
I think it's cute. Keep going.
Nah, you ruined it.
Anyway, as far as Nova Scotia's concerned, it's a safe harbor for all unknown.
A cooking manual?
Most people call it a cookbook, but sure.
You must have heard me expressing enthusiasm for the culinary arts. I'd like to pick up more skills beyond my basic knowledge. This is a nice gesture. Thank you.
We haven't run out of supplies?
We'll need to stop for groceries tomorrow, but there's enough left for breakfast and lunch. I apologize again for letting Girl run off without... It's like she was meant to run away, and I trusted fate would bring her back too, which is illogical, I know. Sorry, I just needed to get that off my chest. This is something I'll need to process and hopefully learn from.
Can we talk about O?
What's up?
She has nowhere to go, and neither do I. I don't want us to be a burden on you guys, but...
You're coming with us, of course. I mean, if you want to.
Thank you. I'll let her know. We'll talk about it. And we'll stay with you until we've made a decision, together.
Where are you going, Pax?
You're not going to sleep, are you?
Pax, join us.
Even I'm staying up.
So your artificial eye really doesn't work in a sandstorm?
Yeah, sandstorm, dust storm, rainstorm, whatever storm, you name it. My robo-eye can't handle it.
That sucks. What about your arm, Gnome? Is it as useless as Ziggy's eye?
I like it. It gets the job done.
Hey, did you ever tell us how you ended up with an artificial arm?
Oh, this'll be good.
No. We don't ever talk about that.
Fine. Lame, but fine.
I'm starting to enjoy this.
Coming out of your shell, Saul?
He has a shell? I can't see it.
No, lost their arm to a cow.
Jesus, Pax. Okay, fine. But it wasn't a cow. It was a bull. This was at boarding school. We were very drunk and stumbling around in the fields in the middle of the night. Someone made a joke about tipping cows. I, of course, drunk and arrogant, volunteered. I stumbled over to what I thought was a sleeping cow. Next thing I know, this enormous bull, startled by my feeble attempt at tipping it over, trampled me and crushed my arm. It had to be amputated. Luckily, my father, who was very rich at the time, bought me the finest robot arm money could buy. I became a legend at school, and lived lavishly off that morbid fame for the next 4 years.
Ah, love that story. And it wasn't a bull, no, it was a fucking cow.
Feel free to join in.
Time to unwind. Perfect.
We're the freaks, we're the outcasts. We look just like you, we're nothing like you. Your past due. We will eclipse you.
Woo! You can do it. That's it. Let's go. Bring in the verse, Pax.
We're the aliens.
Ooh.
We're the refugees. We walk among you. We're right behind you.
Come on, everyone this time.
Your time is past. Your kind won't last. We're the Dustborn. This bug is airborne. We're the newborn. Our kind is newborn.
All right.
We're the Dustborn. This bug is airborne. We're the newborn. Our kind is newborn. We're the Dustborn. This
on,
bug
everybody.
is airborne. We're the newborn. Our kind is newborn.
Love it.
Fine. Lame, but fine.
I'm off to bed. It's getting late.
I'm starting to enjoy this.
Coming out of your shell, Saul?
He has a shell?
I couldn't sleep either. You look pensive.
I'm okay. Just thinking about... Just thinking. I spent a lot of time thinking since we left Pacifica. I was never a thinker before. I was an impulsive doer. I reacted without worrying too much about the consequences. Now, I feel like I could start a series of self-help classes. Way of the mind with Psy.
I've noticed the changes. And it's not just you. After meeting Luna, Lottie, Soul, learning about what Eli and Ophelia went through, my original plan was to just get out and never look back. But what the Weave's doing, it's important. And I don't know if I can turn my back on that.
I hear you, girl. You know, you've been really good at listening to me, bitch. That wasn't always the case, and I appreciate the change.
Listen, there's something I want to tell you. Something big.
Before you do that, there's something I need to tell you, Pax. I haven't had the guts to say anything before, but...
I guess I'm not the only one who can't sleep.
Oh, hey, Gnome.
I interrupted something.
It's fine. What were you gonna tell me, Pax?
It can wait. But you wanted to tell me something?
Yeah, right. Okay.
I thought I heard voices. Am I, interrupting?
You know what, Theo? Absolutely not. Sit down. You too, Gnome. I know you like to look cool and aloof, but get down here. You're with friends.
Girl woke me up. She had a nightmare. But Ophelia got her to sleep right away.
What do we do with her?
Who?
Both of them, I guess.
We bring Girl with us to Nova Scotia. What else can we do? We're not abandoning her. And Ophelia is Eli's friend. They can stay with us to the end of the road if they so wish.
Feels like the four of us haven't had time to just sit together
Since Nevada. And that was-
Eventful. Stressful. Like almost every day since.
Every day a day.
I was thinking of that day in Gnome's apartment, but yeah.
Despite the stress, you've all taken the time to listen. I appreciate that because I know I'm not always easy.
I've barely known you all a month at this point. But I still feel included. And heard.
I hear you both. Man, we need more time together before we run out of it.
Preferably without Pax being so impatient with us all the time.
That's very true.
I've also noticed that.
Speaking of eventful days, man, you guys remember that first day? Our big fight in the car? Singing along to Good Ways to Cry?
I'm sorry for cutting you off sometimes. I'm just so used to talking to protect myself.
We get it. With so many people on the crew, so much responsibility.
We're not mad, Pax.
Just know you can always lean on us. Being chased by Pacific Ops?
Saving beautiful women from buses.
You are right, Sai. I have learned to listen, to empathize, communicate. That was never my strength. I use language as both a weapon and a shield. Whether that's a reflection of my powers or the other way around, my strength was my greatest weakness. I'm not sure I've changed completely or if this will last, but I see it. And I'm glad you do too.
Beautiful women, Theo?
I knew you and Luna had a thing.
Yeah. It never had a chance to turn into a thing. Which I regret. Luna's great, and we talked about it. The time wasn't right. But I wouldn't mind getting to know her a lot better.
Damn, Theo.
Steady on, old chap.
I like how you've loosened up, buddy. It's a nice change from the humorless stiff we first met.
Humorless stiff.
She's not completely wrong. This Theo's much better. Since we're in a sharing mood, I've been thinking seriously about going home to see my mother. I know that's probably a bad idea, but after all we've been through, I need to sort some shit out before I can move forward with my life.
Well, damn. At least we're talking again. Just the four of us.
The Fab Four.
The OG quartet.
It's gotten so crowded, it's like we've lost sight of this.
Come here, guys.
I haven't.
Me neither.
Yeah, but don't you wish we could have one last adventure? Just the four of us before
For what?
we get there. Nova Scotia. The end of the road.
I'd be up for that.
Same.
Yeah.
What about you, Pax? Feel like sharing your innermost thoughts and feelings with your best friends in the whole wide world?
Like I told Sai earlier, the more I'm learning about the Weave, about what Nova Scotia plans to do, the more I think I could contribute. I'm not saying I plan to stay in Nova Scotia, but I'm not as dismissive as I once was about what they're trying to do. It's getting late and we have an early start.
Pax is right. We should get some sleep.
I guess.
Oh man, I was enjoying this. But yeah, sure. I'll head to bed as well.